This is a simple, slow camera pitch control switch modification that I added to my DJI Phantom 2 Vision Plus, the new transmitter, to enable me to reduce the speed and have a slow camera control up and down when using the pitch wheel on the radio control transmitter. Still having the facilities of the normal pitch with a camera that you can rotate up and down quite quickly, but having the slope pitch enabling you to do 1/3 of the speed that you would normally do when you have it in the normal position. I found this most beneficial for me. I positioned my switch at the back of the controller behind the pitch wheel, as it made it easier for me to use one finger to flick the switch up and down and the other finger to control the pitch wheel itself. When in slow speed, the pitch can be extremely slow, as you can see on the screen here if you wish. Soldering skills are required for this modification. Do this at your own risk, and please do not invalidate your warranty. The parts you will require for this modification is one small double-pole double-throw switch, about 120 volt at 3 amp, two 2.2 kilo ohm quarter watt resistors, and a couple of pieces of red and brown wire. I bought a pack of 10 2.2 k ohm resistors, and using an ohm meter got the tolerances of each of the resistors and found two that were exactly the same in value. I suggest you do the same. To do the modification, simply remove the bottom of the case, which is 4 screws that hold it together, and unplug the wires connecting the base to the circuit board. Note where they come from for later when you put it all back together again. Here you can see the before and after modifications. The wires we're interested are the wires from the pitch wheel to the main board. The brown and red wires will be the ones that we will be putting our switch in between to modify it. Prepare your components and fit your resistors and wires. The wires can be about 100 mm long to the switch as shown on the screen. The top 2 connectors are not used on the switch. Release the wires that are held down by tape on the casing and cut the red and brown wire. Do not cut the yellow wire. Mark the place for the switch hole. Make sure that your switch is small enough not to catch the joystick when the top of the case is refitted. This switch could be placed anywhere within the case within reason. I put mine here as shown on the screen for ease for me to use one finger to operate the switch while the other finger operated the pitch wheel. Fit and tighten your prepared switch to the case with the 2 upper unused connectors on the switch to the top of the case. The red and brown wires that are soldered to the center of the switch go to the corresponding colors on the pinch wheel. Those wires are joined together and soldered. The red and brown wires that are attached to the right of the switch go to the corresponding red and brown wires that go to the main board, are joined together and soldered. Tape up the soldered wires or use heat shrink to stop the wires from shorting. Tidy and secure the wires, making sure that they will not catch on any of the pitch wheel or foul the joystick when the top is refitted. I used a labelling machine to add some information to the switch. Check for any damage or debris and refit the plugs back into the circuit board and reassemble the controller case, making sure that you do not trap any of your wires or any wires foul the sticks or any other mechanisms. Do a full calibration with the switch in the normal position. As you can see, the normal pitch control, you have a complete full sweep, whereas in the slow pitch control you only have 1/3 of the travel. This is normal. Here you can see the ease of use with the forefinger on the wheel for me, moving it up and down, and the second index finger flicking the switch up and down. We will test our modification now with the Phantom with its propellers off, with the switch uppermost, which is normal. You can see that the normal pitch with full pitch up and full pitch down is quite fast. With the switch now moved down into the slow position, the pitch wheel pulled all the way down, you can see that the camera now rotates slowly downwards, and again with full pitch upwards you can see that the camera rotates quite slowly. Fast and slow movement of the camera is still achievable no matter whether the switch is in the normal position, although it be a little quicker, and in the slow position where it can be extremely slow if required. I took the Phantom outside for a quick test. It was a little windy, but I managed to get the test done with full normal pitch, as you can see is quite quick, and full slow pitch, which moves the camera down and up nice and slowly. With the switch still at slow pitch and moving the wheel 50%, you can see a lovely gradual control over the camera. For me, this modification was well worth doing, giving me far better control of the pitch than I would have ever had with the normal operation of the pitch wheel. Thank you for watching, and you fly safe.